Welcome back to the Emma Davis Show. Yeah, right. This show, we are going to have a conversation with an author. We are going to discuss about his book, The Magic of Successful Living. It's an interesting book. It's on market as it was just launched on the previous month, 12th March. And it's an interesting book. It's actually a class, it's a full class. If you sit down to read the book, you are in a class. So if you want to be successful, if you want to know the magic of successful living, you need to attend this class. So here we are with the author, Kwesiga Emmanuel. He's going to take us through the book and what he went through. Mr. Emmanuel, you're very welcome to this show.
Thank you so much, and thank you for hosting me, sir.
Yes, so first of all, the title is so intriguing, The Magic of Successful Living. The magic of successful living. Like, what's the meaning in this title?
Well, because I'm now going to examine two words, magic, and I'm going to be relating it to success.
To success.
Success is not something so plain. It is not something you easily find. The same applies to magic. Because even when we could have the elementary meaning of magic, out of 10 people, you will not even find one who is a magician.
He's a magician.
So it takes an extra step to have magic, and the same applies to success. It takes an extra effort. It takes an extra thought. It takes an extra skill to actually succeed. So I'm saying that success, just as magic, is not something so plain. It is something you need to do something extra to find. So that is why I am calling it the magic. And that is exactly what I am addressing. I'm looking at that extra thing that you actually need to do if you are to succeed. That is why I am saying that it is magic.
Yeah, so there's so much magic in the book. I got some magic. Then, of course, I'm going to be successful, I assume. So, Mr. Emma, how long did it take you to write the book?
Yeah, it's taken me 9 months.
9 months.
It was actually the first publication, almost the biggest bit of it was 9 months, but I did it in a period of 11 months, and that was close to a year. Yeah,
close to a year. So 9 months is kind of a small book for a year. So what was your journey during writing it? What prevented you? What limited you? What challenged you? For you to make 11 months.
One, it was basically two reasons as to why I had it in that long duration. One was that I was looking at, and my prime objective was producing the best quality products.
Yeah, best quality.
And of course that calls for concentration and time. And then I couldn't have concentrated in just 1 month and did the best. That would have really been possible. So I had to take my time, look at the grammar, make extensive research, have enough thought so that I am giving my people the best commodity. And then too, even when I was writing it, I had other duties to attend to. As a student, when I am at campus, I have academic engagements, I have presentations, I have coursework, I have examinations, so meaning that I have to fix the biggest percentage of my time onto my academic work and personal administration. And now, when I am home as a son of a peasant, or like any other person, I have domestic chores that I have to attend to.
Yeah.
So meaning that I always had to simply sacrifice some small time and have it for the book, but not concentrating on it alone. So that is why I had it in that long duration of time, or close to a year.
Yeah, so Mr. Emma, when I read through the book, because you are a law student, so I thought the book is going to talk about law, like laws. But there are a few words sentences where law appears. So why is the book diverging away from law, from your career?
When I was writing this book, my prime intention was to have a book that could be read and interpreted and comprehended by any person who can read, irrespective of their academic status. In that even a P7 child can be able to read the book and understand. And of course that means that is to the effect that if I chose to write it more into law, then a person who is not of my course or my level of education would read the book and not comprehend. so it would not benefit them. So I chose to have it as precise as possible, in the simplest grammar, in the simplest flow, so that everyone who actually accesses it can be able to read and understand, so that at the end of the day they are benefiting. Because the fact that the person benefits and understands the book is my prime intention. So that is why I had to simplify it and not involve law anywhere.
Yeah, it's so simplified. So do you feel like writing any other book?
I just don't feel like, but I'm already doing so.
You're already writing it.
Yes.
How successful was this book?
It was a success, because as a manufacturer of a product, the success of your product is determined by your market.
Yeah.
So
market.
when you are lucky that people have actually consumed your product, that is how you determine its success. So the fact that I actually had a launch, and I had very many people purchasing copies, and people are still doing that, then that is how best it has succeeded.
Let us talk about the launch. Let us talk about it. It was a big day at a very huge hotel, Serena Hotel, with so many media houses and all that, and all those good people. So how was it for you? How was the launch for you?
I must say it was one of my best days I've actually had, because to me, given the capacity of the event that we were at, seeing all those people attending my launch, to me that I felt that was too much for me. But of course God did it, and it was so massive. It was a success.
Yeah, it should be a success, because you're just 22. Like, who writes a book at 22? That's kind of so huge for that age. I don't know. That's what we think. Okay. So it should have been so big for you.
I'm really happy that you've actually brought in that aspect of age, because one thing I've always wanted to address, especially to the youth, is that age does not have anything to do with productivity. What actually is to do with productivity is the quality of education a person has had, and their right of birth. If you were lucky to have been born like a full human being, you're not disabled, you're not lame, then you have the potential to do anything. How about me, who is a student and I am at campus and I've acquired all that education from primary to date? That means that there is much more I can do, because I've really attained not so much education, but at least this is good education that I can depend on to build my family, to build society, to impact on my nation. So that is one thing I always want to address, that age, actually, age does not matter a lot. So I intend to have the youth getting to realize that their young ages does not limit their productivity and potential. What limits us, because I do not want to exclude myself, I'm not an exception. What limits us all goes back to the brain. We have this inferiority complex of, I am too young for this. Or even if a person feels they have the potential to do so, they think it is not the right time to do it. And that is one thing I am trying to fight. So that is one of the reasons I felt I had the ability to write a book, and I wrote it at my age and level of education. So that is an inspiration to the rest, that you also can do that.